Are you a proud person? Then this video is for you. Lucifer, one of God's special angel of light, lost his position through pride and so became God's enemy, the devil. Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 14 and 15 says, "You were anointed as a guardian cherub, for so I ordained you. You were on the holy mount of God. You walked among the fiery stones. You were blameless in your ways from the day you were created, till wickedness was found in you." Then in verse 16, it says, "Through your widespread trade you were filled with violence and you sinned. So I drove you in disgrace from the mount of God and I expelled you, guardian cherub, from among the fiery stones." At last in verse 17 it says, "Your heart became proud on account of your beauty, and you corrupted your wisdom because of your splendor. So I threw you to the earth. I made a spectacle of you before kings." Pride comes from the very center of hell and reveals itself in many ways. Some people pride themselves on their riches, their standard of education, fashionable clothing by which they expose their bodies in a shameless way, as it is described in Isaiah chapter 3, verse 14 to verse 24. Some pride themselves on their nationality, sports, etc., forgetting that God resists the proud but shows favor to the humble, as it is mentioned in the first book of Peter chapter 5 verse 5, which says, "In the same way, you who are younger, submit yourselves to your elders. All of you clothe yourself with humility towards one another, because God opposes the proud but shows favor to the humble." Then, in Proverbs chapter 8 verse 13, we see that God hates pride and self-importance. It says, "To fear the Lord is to hate evil. I hate pride and arrogance, evil behavior and perverse speech." Then in Proverbs chapter 16 verse 18 it says, "Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall."